nating pagtuunan ng pansin. Pero napakadaming isyung itinatapal. 'Di ba? Ang focus wala na. Eto nga kay Libiste. Tingnan ninyo ha. Kung paano gumalaw tong mga pinklawan tsaka mga dilawan ha. Ang kini-question pa nila ngayon ay kung paano nakuha ni Libiste yung listahan. Instead, yung laman ng listahan. Sandali nga lang mo siya pinagsalita eh. Sa haba-haba ng dapat siya ang laman ng Senate hearing eh. Siya dapat ang laman, yung busisiin lang lahat ng sinasabi niya. Hindi, sandali lang mo siyang pinagsalita. Tapos, ang binusisi pa, paano mo nakuha yung source mo? Ikaw na yung nagsasabi ng totoo, kini-question pa kung paano mo nakuha yung source mo. Di ba?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, has the committee established how the list was acquired?
Kita nyo, si Bam Aquino. Naku, sabi ko sa inyo eh, peke ito mga to eh.
Hindi pa. Nakapagkwento na ba si Congressman Leviste? May we know, Congressman Leviste, how you acquired the list?
On September 4, with Yusek Cabral, after she had a phone call on speakerphone with Secretary Vince Dizon, and I also had my phone on speakerphone, and I believe that my mother also spoke with Secretary Vince Dizon that night. And Secretary Vince Dizon said that these are public documents and that all of them can be shared not only with me, but with the public.
And were these given to you as a printout, or was this a file that was emailed to you?
The printout that I have sent there with a timestamp September 9, 6:03 p.m. was a hard copy, and I also got a soft copy of that printout
From?
from the office of Yusek Cabral, with Yusek Cabral present.
Okay, so yung email na pinanggalingan nung listahan is from a government employee or from an official email of the DPWH?
Soft copy was given to me,
Sorry, USB ba, or it was
Yes.
emailed to you?
USB.
Okay, so may binigay sa yung hard copy at may binigay sa yung USB with all of these files.
Yes, my USB was the one that got the files.
Okay, so binigay mo yung USB mo kay Undersecretary Cabral at kinopya niya from her computer.
It was my USB from their computer in the presence of Yusek Cabral.
Yes, but you have to. We just want to establish how the information arrived to the committee, no? So could you share with us how it arrived here? So binigyan ka ng hard copy, and how did you get the soft copy?
In the presence of Yusek Cabral, I asked if I could get a soft copy of it, and my USB, after a few minutes, because it wasn't readily with me, was brought by my staff. And it was also seen on CCTV that we were coming in and out of the office. And that time, Yusek Cabral was with us. And that was after a phone conversation with Secretary Vince Dizon.
Okay, so yung USB mo mismo, nilagay mo sa computer ni Yusek Cabral, and you transferred the file to your USB.
In
Correct.
the office of Yusek Cabral.
In her computer.
In the Planning Services office computer.
Okay. So, ibig sabihin yan, there should be a copy in DPWH as well because may pinanggalingan yung files na yon. Correct, Congressman Levis, no?
Yes, and after your line of questioning, Mr. Senator, I also have here the names of the encoders that are also noted on each line of the file.
So, DPWH can verify. I don't think you can verify that right now by just looking at the hard copy. The best way to verify is to go back to your computer, check it there, and makikita kung totoo nga ba ito. Correct, no? Yusek,
Mr. Chair, can we share our version of what transpired last September 4? Now, what was reported to us that happened September 4 was that when Congressman Leviste came to DPWH and he was asking for the district allocation, per district budget allocation. And this was the one authorized by Secretary Dizon. And that's the second batch of documents given to us, shown to us, and which we are validating. Afterwards, what was reported was that the Congressman Leviste went to the computer and got files from Secretary Cabral's computer. We are not certain what files were acquired. Right after that, we secured the computer it was sealed off, taken off to ensure that it remains intact and hindi na po siya matamper. And last December, the Ombudsman issued a subpoena, including that CPU, which we immediately turned over to the Ombudsman on the same day, including all printouts of the letter request in his office. And as of this moment, that CPU, which remained untouched as of September 4, is with the Ombudsman.
So only the ombudsman can actually verify. Is that what you're saying, Yusek Bernabé?
That is correct, Mr.
Only the ombudsman can verify because the computer is with them.
That is correct, Mr. Chair.
Correct, no? Thank you,
Congressman
Mr.
Leviste
Chair.
would like to respond.
May I also kindly add that I believe there are two other groups that also have soft copies of this same file. One is the office of Senator Lacson, who I understand obtained it from the lawyer of the family of Yusek Cabral. And the second is Billionario News Channel, who must have obtained it from some other source within DPWH separate from me. And I have seen another soft copy of the file, which has a slightly different file name than my file, and it is, as I have seen, exactly the same. So the public can be assured that it's not solely reliant on my copy of the file because there are multiple groups that also have a copy of the file.
Mr. Chair.
But was just for just to clarify, no, the files that
Nakita nyo na? Ang tindi ng issue, no? Ang issue, kung paano niya nakuha. Hindi yung laman ng files. Yeah? Kaya sabi ko nga sa inyo, tangina, moro-moro na lang tong ginagawa nila na to. Talagang ipipilit nilang iiwas sa mga, ewan ko ha, eto ako may nararamdaman ako. May nararamdaman ako. Ha? May nararamdaman ako na tila nila, mukhang inilalaglag na nila unti-unti si Romualdez, pero ililigtas talaga nila si Marcos. Kaya obserba natin sa mga darating na araw. Dahil mukhang, halimbawa, yung revelation tungkol doon sa pagbili ni Romualdez ng bahay through Diskaya, doon sa Forbes, parang ikinokonek na nila si Romualdez. I'm not sure if that is the PR now, what is happening sa gobyerno. Pero ewan ko kung yan ba ay pinipitik na nila para makita nila kung papalo ba ito kay Marcos. Kasi parang testing ground Sandali, tingnan natin kung pag pinitik ba natin si Romualdez, babanda ba ito kay BBM? Ngayon, may mga impeachment na tila pinalalabas sa mga Duterte o may kontraktor, isipin nyo may congressman na kontraktor na galit kay BBM. Ibig sabihin, inimpeach si BBM. So, tama ang ginagawa ni BBM kasi may mga kontraktor na tinatamaan, parang ganun ang pinalalabas. Yeah? Tapos yung sinasabi naman ni Tiangco, tama yung sinabi ni Governor Chavit Yung sinasabi niya na si Tiangco, parang yung pinagalitan daw ni BBM si Romualdez. Para bang iniiwas talaga si BBM, hinihiwalay si BBM kay Romualdez. So, sa tingin nyo, ganun na nangyayari ngayon? Komento kayo dyan. Para malaman natin kung ano ba talaga ang pulso ng taong bayan. Sabi nga Vox Populi, Nuko-nukoluli. Para malaman natin kung ano ang inyong nasaloobin Kasi alam mo, importante dito ang boses ninyo. Ang sa social media, importante ang boses ninyo. Hindi lamang po ang boses ng vlogger. 'Di ba? Kasi kung nakasanayan natin sa news na yung news lang ang nagdidikta ng kwento, sa social media, kayo ay kasali doon sa kwento. Kayo mismo ang nagdidikta at nagbibigay ng pulso. Kaya kayo nakaka-comment. That is ito, lagi niyong tatandaan. Minsan nilalanglang lang natin yung comment section. Huwag po natin ilalanglang yan. Ang comment section napaka-importante po para malaman ng pulso ng taong bayan. Huwag niyong pahintulutan yung mga bayaran troll nila, yung kanilang opisina, yung kanilang troll office ang magdikta ng kwento sa loob ng comment section. Kasi napapansin ko na yan eh. Kahit dun sa bagong account ko sa FB, pagka nagpo-post ako, bumipitik ako ng konti kasi ayoko na mag-politika doon kasi walang kwenta yung FB, sa totoo lang. Kaya pitik lang ang nandun. Pag pumitik na ako, kahit nga walang relasyon tungkol masyado kay Marcos, talagang binabantayan ako ng mga troll. Nakabantay sila. Alam nila na pag bumana tayo doon, iiyak yung mga amo nila. Kaya nakabantay sila doon. Kaya importante yung comment ninyo. Dapat magko-comment kayo sa mga videos. Ito'y inyong power, ika nga. Kaya wag nyo inilalang lang yung power na yan. That power is so powerful. Ay, lupit mo ba, Natbay? Hindi, totoo po. That power is so powerful. Diba? Matindi yung ano na yan, yung comment section. Okay? So mag-comment kayo at baka pwede na rin mag-subscribe po kayo. I-share nyo na rin ito sa mga kababayan natin. Maraming salamat po. Ako si Banat. Bye!
Kami ang boses ng masa, hindi natatakot. Katotohanan lang, di kami nalulunod. Walang bahid ng sismis, lahat ay totoo. Kahit sino ka pa, pag mali ka babanatan ka. Walang pinipili kulay, wala kaming kinikilingan. Basta para sa bayan, kami lalaban. Pag tama palakpakan, pag mali banatan. Di matitinag, di matatakot, para sa bayan tuloy ang sigaw. Sa harap ng kamera, walang halong takot. Mga baluktot, lahat kayo'y tutumba. Ang hustisya at totoo, yun lang ang mahalaga. Kahit sinong harang, di kami matitinag. Walang pinipiling kulay, wala kaming kinikilingan. Basta para sa bayan, kami lalaban. Pag tama palakpakan, pag mali banatan. Di matitinag, di matatakot, para sa bayan tuloy ang sigaw. Kung nasa tama ka, ikaw ay aming kasama. Pero pag mali ka, handa ka na bang mabasag? Banateros kami, walang inuunan. Dahil bayan muna, bago ang sarili. Bago ang sarili. Pag tama palakpakan, pag mali banatan. Banateros ang sigaw, katotohanan ang sa harap ng kamera, walang